A man arrives at a major company for a job interview. The annual salary for this position is as high as $1 million. However, what shocks everyone is that his clothes are incredibly dirty, and his face is even stained with spots of paint. The company boss is very displeased seeing him in this state, but the man doesn't make any excuses. Instead, he tells the absolute truth. He explains that because he failed to pay a traffic ticket the day before, he ended up getting detained. He didn't have time to change his clothes at all. After hearing this, the boss asks him jokingly, "If a guy walked in here for an interview without a shirt on, and I hired him, what would you say?" The man smiles slightly and replies, "He must have had on some really nice pants." Hearing this witty response, the boss laughs out loud, and the man successfully secures his chance. But the real challenge is just beginning. There are a total of 20 interns in the company, but in the end, only one person can get the full-time position. To make matters worse, this internship pays absolutely no salary. He has no idea how he is going to support his son next, but he doesn't give up. Every day, he is the first one to arrive at the office, and he works incredibly hard. He always finishes his work ahead of schedule, so that he can pick his son up from school right on time. But before long, because he can't afford the rent, he and his son are kicked out by the landlord. At night, they have no choice but to hide in a public restroom at the station. The father spreads documents across the floor, so his son can lie down and get a good night's sleep. In the middle of the night, someone knocks loudly on the door from outside. He can only cover his son's ears tightly. This strong man completely breaks down at this exact moment. Even so, he still refuses to give up. During the day, he still works his heart out, and when night falls, he takes his son to line up at a homeless shelter, struggling just to secure a bed. After his son falls asleep, he sits alone under the dim light, studying new professional knowledge. To make up for his desperate lack of money, he even goes to sell his blood, just to barely scrape by and sustain life for himself and his son. One day, he finally gets a chance to meet a high-profile client. The client asks him to make it to the office within 20 minutes, so he sets off immediately. Unexpectedly, halfway there, the manager assigns him another task. As a result, by the time he rushes to the office, the client has already left. Though he is deeply disappointed, he still doesn't give up hope. When the weekend arrives, he takes his son to the client's house, sincerely apologizing for being late last time. Seeing how sincere he is, the client is deeply moved. Although he doesn't sign a deal with him directly, he introduces him to several new clients instead. Just like this, his hard work begins to pay off. On the final day of the internship, the manager calls him into the office. To ease the tense atmosphere, the man jokes that since today is the last day, he specially wore a nice shirt. The manager smiles and tells him, "Wear it tomorrow too, because your job officially starts tomorrow." Hearing these words, the man freezes right on the spot. Tears of pure joy cannot help but well up in his eyes. Having gone through countless setbacks and hardships, his persistence has finally paid off with success. Walking down the street, he smiles, clapping for himself amidst the crowding people.